Hi, welcome to Creative View with Pacific Fabrics. I'm Erin Hubner, and today we're going to be talking about another item on our gift guide for the upcoming holiday season. Today we're talking about Kai rotary cutters. These are very sharp and very safe. One thing I always talk about when I ever using a rotary cutter is safety, because it's super important to make sure you're constantly making sure your blade is covered when you're not using it to avoid accidentally cutting yourself. Kai makes that so much easier, where not only does it say locked, but if you're cutting quilting cotton, you slide it over to light. If you notice, the blade is still covered. It remains covered until I press down with pressure on the fabric and I cut it, and immediately covers that blade right away. This is a great way of ensuring that you're safe without having to try and get in the habit of remembering every time you set your blade down, you're covering it. It takes that away from you. It makes it one less thing you need to worry about. The other wonderful thing about it is all the fabrics it cuts. That with quilting cotton, it will cut just as easily through fleece. Here we've got a nice little ultra suede. And especially if it's something that you often don't hem, look how sharp that's cut edge is. You don't have to do anything else to it. It is perfectly done. And now we're gonna do some vinyl. I'm going to switch it over to the heavy fabric side. And now as I go to cut, just as easy with just the slightest bit more pressure than what I did on the quilting cotton, it goes through the vinyl. This is the 60-inch blade. It has soft grip handle. And this is amazing when you're cutting straight lines and large tasks and amounts of fabric. The 45-inch blade is probably the one I use most of all. It is great for quilting. You can use it for garments. It'll do gentle curves. But if I need to do a neckline or an armhole, I always reach for the 28-inch blade. It is much smaller, and what it allows you to do is cut a much smaller circle. If I were to try and do that with the 60-inch blade, it is much more difficult, and I can't get as clean of a cut. I want you to think about this is a semi, this is a sports car. It will turn on a dime, this one will not. So it is often, important to have more than one rotary cutter in your collection, just as how you wouldn't use any large scissors all the times to cut threads. You may get some thread snips. So these are the Kai rotary cutters. The 60 and 45 millimeter blades come with a comfort grip handle. The 28 millimeter one comes with, again, same with the soft and hard fabric, a nice little cover on its case. If you want to get these, they are on our website. If you go pacificfabrics.com, you go to our holiday gifts tab, and right now they are even 10% off. So if you are looking for a wonderful gift for someone who is doing a lot of cutting, especially with quilting or any sort of fabric, definitely the Kai rotary cutters are a good option. Thank you for joining us with Creative View of Pacific Fabrics.